Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? So it is an interesting day. We've got a lot going on today, and we're going to have to get to it. So Ethereum surged to over $4,600. Right now, it is less than $300 away from its all-time high. I want you to think about that. So do I think it's going to happen this week? Yeah. I think the all-time high is going to be cracked this week. Can I say the same for Bitcoin? I don't think so. I think Bitcoin could actually wind up hitting its all-time high over the next couple of months, but I don't know that it's going to hit it this week or next week. And why are you asking? When Ethereum crushes its all-time high, Solana is also up. XRP is up. A lot of coins are up. At some point, people are going to go, oh, I think I'll take a taste of that. Pullback. Will it be a big pullback? Not necessarily, but will it be bigger? That's the interesting part. I think it could be. So that's something I'm paying attention to. Then you've got ARK Invest increasing its investment in Block to $19.2 million. Why and how? How is through 3 separate ETFs. Why? Because of their Q2 earnings and their over $1 billion in Bitcoin holdings. Block is not big. Block is actually small. It's a small company doing big things. I don't see anything wrong with that. I actually like it, right? It's growing. And Jack Dorsey is a smart guy. Very smart guy. So I do see Block. I do see a reason why ARK Invest would actually do that. Block was one of the first, actually in the United States, it might have been the first payment application, fintech, to allow you to actually buy and transfer Bitcoin. So it's a custodial wallet, but imagine you're using your wallet. I can send that Bitcoin to anybody, any place, anyone I want around the world, like that. There's a limitation to how much you can do, because it's normally peer-to-peer. So, but still, it's the first one to do it. Then you've got Pantera Capital actually investing $300 million in digital treasury companies like Bitmine Immersion. Bitmine Immersion happens to hold the most Ethereum out of all the publicly traded companies. So that's actually a really big deal. Tom Lee is no joke. He's not playing games. Pay attention to that guy. Whenever he talks, I kind of pay attention. And why do I pay attention? Well, he's got Fundstrat, and he's got, Bitmine Immersion. And they're both doing very well. So that's why. All right. Then you've got Binance, T3, Financial Crime Unit, Tron. You have a couple of companies that have come together, and you know what they've done? They have frozen over $250 million in illicit crypto assets globally, including nearly $6 million linked to a fraud scam as a part of expanded anti-money laundering efforts. The industry does actually try to police itself. I think the industry needs help with North Korea. Facts. Straight up facts. Now, Bitcoin could hit its all-time high. But I think that the opportunity for Ethereum to hit its all-time high today is really high. So I'm just sitting tight. Now, that said, there is a push, related, unrelated. There's a push by banks to not allow affiliated companies to offer basically staking of stablecoin. And they say it's because you would see over $6 trillion outflow from banks. What have I been saying to you guys like forever? I've been saying it for a minute, right? I've been saying banks need to figure out what it is that they do, what it is that they bring to the table. If I can go and earn interest on the equivalent of $1, meaning I'm going to convert my fiat into a stable coin, and that stable coin is actually giving me back money, that's my bank, right? The only thing it doesn't do is allow me to actually pay bills. So you've got a whole bunch of companies out there that are filing to become banks. So you're going to see a shift of money from old banks to the new banks. Why? Well, because we're actually paying you interest. We're doing that whole DeFi thing, which means you're doing that whole DeFi thing. That's why you're staking your coin and everybody makes money, as opposed to what banks do, where only they make the money. So they've got real fear. We should probably get into that tonight. What other news do we have? We've got U.S. agency seized $1 million in cryptocurrency and assets from black suit ransomware people. Meaning, yeah, they caught them out there and were able to snatch the money. Remember that name, Black Suit Ransomware. They extorted over $370 million from about 450 victims alongside FBI actions against Chaos, which is another group, and the emergence of a new group called Embargo. Now I want you to hear those numbers. U.S. agency seized $1 million, but there was over 370 stolen. It's not easy work. So taking FBI agents and putting them on stupid tasks is dumb, right? Just saying. It's my own little opinion. I think there's a lot more focus. There should be a lot more focus of FBI agents doing things like this. Digging in and tracking down real criminals. It's a big deal. Especially in the financial space. It's a really big deal. What else do we have going on? Soramatsu has partnered with Pakistan. Why? CBDC. They want a digital rupee by the end of 2026. That kind of time frame. That's what they want. Right now, I'm going to tell you, the Genius Act is going to cause problems, unforeseen problems for the government, because the new regime didn't think it through. If banks can lose $6 trillion, doesn't that sound like a run on a bank? I had given you an example of how easy it would be to perform a run on a bank. And that would be each of us, just go to the bank and withdraw 10% of your money. Not even a dollar amount. Just give me 10% of my money, please. That would equate to a run on the bank. That would make any bank fail. Think they have your money on hand? Most banks deal in credit, not money, which is why they don't have a lot of money on hand. But the Basel II Act, it's up to Basel III, I think it might be more than that, but as of Basel II, you have to have a certain amount of money, a certain percentage of cash on hand to handle, withdrawals, right? And that would be a problem. Like I said, we should probably really get into that tonight. There's a lot of stuff behind, the Genius Act's little loophole there, allowing non-bank entities to offer staking. There's going to be a lot of pushback on allowing that. And why is that? Well, it's because the new regime's company has a stable coin. Yeah. And they were on CNBC yesterday or the day before, bragging about how much they're going to be, giving back and how much of a big deal it is to be able to pay people interest on their money. Do you think he's going to have that taken away? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. That's not how it works. Fidelity Investments acquired $145 million in Ethereum, signaling growing institutional confidence as the price approaches $46.50. Fidelity. Keep telling you guys. I see a lot of people ragging on about Ethereum. Oh, all these companies, are moving away from Ethereum, creating their own L1s. Yeah, sure. Okay. That's because they want to do something. It's great. There's still a lot of projects on Ethereum. Still a lot of projects on Ethereum. And growing. Ethereum has a great amount of security. Another up-and-comer, I'm telling you, is Cardano. Cardano is a little disappointing because they don't market themselves that much. I've just given you about 12 or 13 different points, and none of them was about Cardano. Over the past week, except for the Cardano midnight airdrop, you haven't heard anything about Cardano. Nothing. And maybe it's because Cardano doesn't have their hardware support yet for that airdrop. Come on, guys, step it up. I gotta get mine. Or tell me more easily how I can get mine, because it wasn't working. Because it sounds like I might actually have to transfer my money, transfer my value into another wallet, connect that wallet, get my stuff, and then transfer it back. Is it worth it? I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. Is it cheap enough for me to transfer into a new wallet, do the whole midnight thing, and then transfer all of it back to my hardware wallet? Is that where we're going with this? If it is, that's fine. Just tell me. I'd like to know. Inquiring minds and such. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let's go on and switch over there. Get my notes out of the way, and we're at the numbers. Dow futures implied open 94 points up. S&P futures implied open 9.75 up, and Nasdaq futures implied 47.5 points up. Oil down 0.25. The 10-year down 0.037. It's all interesting stuff to me. All interesting stuff to me. Now, for all you guys that log on in the morning or listen to the podcast in the morning, yes, there's a YouTube podcast that you could listen to. You should probably catch the ones on these. Just saying. What else do we have? Earnings. Yeah, I'm not worried about earnings anymore. I'm really not. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. What do we have? Like I said, we have a lot of talk, a lot of Fed speak. Tomorrow is more stuff like jobless claims, core PPI. That's going to be the big news day, right? But listen to the Fed speak. Listen to what they're thinking. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they want to do. Pay attention to this stuff. Fear and greed index is at 73 right now. DeFi Llama, we've got total value locked at $165.67 billion. Wow. Remember when we were just fighting to get back to 150? Now we're at 165. Holy moly. Holy freaking moly. Whoa. What are we seeing here? So first we called it coming down, and then we caught it right here, and now we can see it actually going up. Holy freaking moly. I thought it would, drift along for a little bit, and it still can. But that's a long time to actually be on that line. Just saying. So Bitcoin could do it. If we keep it positive, Bitcoin could do it. Now that I'm seeing this chart, kind of like, maybe. I mean, this was only yesterday. And so it could happen. It actually could happen. One more good spike, one more good piece of news, and Bitcoin pops over. The question is, does it sustain? That's the question. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right, so if you're looking at everything, yeah, look at that. Even OKB is up. Holy moly. Link at $23. What? $23.59. Doge, I told you if you're into Doge, do it. And where is it? approaching 25 cents. Shiba Inu is at 14. Aave is up. LTC, Sui, Avalanche, even DOT is up. Near, Aptos, VeChain. If you're into Solana, I keep telling you guys, if you're into Solana, you could have made money off of this. What, week ago, 2 weeks ago, is that 168? Just saying. BNB. Are you snoring on BNB? Are you snoring? I kind of hear you snoring. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It's BNB is big. Cardano big. Look at. Do you see that number? 86 cents. What? Huh? Yeah. Pay attention to these numbers. Hype. H bar. I'm just saying there are things here. And am I still feeling good about Bitcoin and BCH and XRP? Yeah. Do I think XRP is poised for an explosion? Yes, I do. One more piece of good news could send XRP just rallying toward $4. Dead serious. Dead serious. Now, when you look across the board, you're kind of like, holy moly, look at this. Look at Ethereum outpacing year-to-date gains compared to Bitcoin. Wow. Wow. Everybody slept on Ethereum. It was in the red for so long, and I kept telling people, DCA, 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 sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I kept telling everybody that. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't miss out on it. Don't miss out on it. And there you go. Again, I pay attention to all these 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, 30 day, 60 day, 90 day, year to date. Why? I want to understand the rhythm of the coin. So that when good news hits, is it on a good side of the pendulum or the bad side of it? You know what I mean? I want to understand the rhythm. Is it on the upbeat or is it on the downbeat? Because if you get good news on the downbeat, that rise up isn't going to be that much. But if you get good news on an upbeat, oh, DJ's about to go insane, right? Yeah, that's what I'm paying attention to. That's what I'm paying attention to. When I look over here, I just want to see who the losers are, right? Big losers. Wow. I've never heard of this. Providence blockchain, but it's ranked number 96. WeMix, I've heard of it, but don't care. And then that's it. But if you're on the losing side on an up market like Zebek, you're on the losing side of a crazy up market. Why? That's going to be my question. Why? How? I know. Asking how is kind of mean. But it is what it is. When you're looking at the winners, look at that. OKB up 133%. What? That's just what? With a GMB X factor of 0.26. What? That's a jump out of nowhere. Fartcoin up 31%, 31.5%. GMB X factor of 1.23. 123. Nice number. Yeah, I'm into numbers. GMB X factor 123. Can they make it? Yeah, it could. Friend of mine said that he got into Cubix a couple of weeks ago. Cubix is up 26.51%. He must be smiling and happy. I wonder if he's actually going to shave some profit. I would. Right? I'd be shaving some profit. GMB X factor of 3.32. Do I think it can make that X factor? I really don't. But if you're making money off it, make your money. You're up 26.51%. Yeah, I'm shaving profit. If that's me, I'm shaving profit. Aerodrome Finance up 21.10. GMB X factor of 0.74. I have no interest in it. I have nothing against it, but I have no interest in Aerodrome Finance. Let's see. Deepbook is up. I heard a couple of people talking about that. 18.47. It's got a GMB X factor of 0.92. Somebody had mentioned that Pump.Fund was up. So it's up 16.31. It's got a GMB X factor of 0.69. I have no faith in it. Now, can it make money for you? Sure, obviously. Look at that. It's made money for people. I'm not touching it. Radium is up 15.75. Got a GMB X factor of 3.75. I don't know about Radium. I don't have that much faith in that. Dog with Hat 14.85. GMB X factor of 3.65. I've got more faith in Dog with Hat. Do I think it's going to make it? Maybe. Kind of feeling good with it. Got a good name. It could do well. I mean, it's up 14% right now. Who else am I paying attention to on this list? There's Solana up 14.74%, GMB X factor of 0.46. If you held on to your Solana or you bought some Solana, you're probably feeling good right about now. 14%? Yeah. Like I said, I'm shaving off a little bit of profit, little bit of profit, little bit of profit. Why? Dry powder. I need dry powder. I need dry powder. Right? And then when I feel that we're up here, I'm going to dump. I'm going to dump. Because that's when everybody's going to pull back. Even if they pull back 10%, I'm going to dump. And then I'll get back in. Sounds kind of nuts, but yeah, no, that's what I'm planning. Let's see. SNEC is another name. It's up 13%. It's got a GMB X factor of 0.80. That's a better opportunity to go up than even Dog with Hat. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? Curve Dow? Yeah, I don't think it's going to do anything like that, but it is up 13%. It's got a GMB X factor of 13.71. No, it's not going to make it. Let's see. ZK Sync is something that some people are interested in. It's up 12.55%. GMB X factor of 4.08. Yeah, I don't follow that one. So you'd have to tell me from the numbers, it doesn't look like it would do anything. Cardano is up 12.32%. It's got a GMB X factor of 2.55. Can Cardano do it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It can actually do it. It can actually do it. And, you know, Brett's the last one, 12.1%, GMB X factor of 2.87. Maybe. There's a maybe right there for me. I think it can because it's got a good name. I think it can. Celestia is up 11.76%, GMB X factor of 9.86. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But can it make you money? Yeah. Celestia needs news. I think they're actually doing something. They need news. They need marketing is what that means. That's what that means. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I think we're going to have longer conversations this evening on the Crypto Overflow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a lot to discuss there. A lot. Even articles from today. There's a lot to discuss. And I'm expecting Ethereum. I really am expecting Ethereum to bust through its all-time high. Look at that, 46.84. You're only $205 off your all-time high. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it. Not that far away. I'm kind of thinking people are pushing and pushing and pushing. They want that all-time high. They want it. They can smell it. They can taste it. I think it's going to happen. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, smash the likes. Tell your friends about this community. We're growing. We're growing big and fast. We're at like 18,700 and something subscribers. Up about 3,000 subscribers in 28 days. We're a growing community. A very much growing community. And thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And overall, thank you for your trust. I'll fight for that every day. Everybody have a great day. See you tonight, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Bye-bye.